The Government of Catalonia.A Generalitat de Catalunya is the institution under which the autonomous community of Catalonia in Spain is politically organized. It consists of the Parliament of Catalonia, the President of the Generalitat de Catalunya, and the Government of Catalonia. The Generalitat had responsibility for an annual budget of €24 billion in 2006, rising to €33 billion in 2010. History. Medieval origins. The Generalitat of Catalonia stems from the medieval institution which ruled in the name of the King of the Crown of Aragon some aspects of the administration of the Principality of Catalonia. The first Catalan constitution is that of the Courts of Barcelona from 1283. Another medieval precedent, the Diputació del General de Catalunya, which the 1931 legislators felt was appropriate for invoking as a legitimizing base for contemporary self-government. Catalonia's political past is a territorially differentiated community having its own representative and autonomous institutions. With respect to the sovereign power of the combined Aragonese monarchies and Castilian monarchies and of the Spanish constitutional state, can be divided into 4 stages, separated by 3 great ruptures in the legal, public order. First, abolition. Catalan institutions which depended on the Generalitat were abolished in what is currently known in Catalonia as Northern Catalonia. 1 year after the signature of the Treaty of the Pyrenees in the 17th century, which transferred the territory from Spanish to French sovereignty. Then, by the early 18th century, as the Nueva Planta decrees were passed in Spain, the institution was abolished in the Spanish territory as well. First restoration. The Generalitat of Catalonia was restored in southern part of Catalonia and given its modern political and representative function, as the regional government of Catalonia in 1932. During the Second Spanish Republic, after the right-wing coalition won the Spanish elections in 1934, the leftist leaders of the Generalitat of Catalonia rebelled against the Spanish authorities, and it was temporarily suspended from 1934 to 1936. Second abolition. In 1939, as the Spanish Civil War finished with the defeat of the Republican side, the Generalitat of Catalonia as an institution was abolished and remained so during all the Francoist dictatorship until 1975. The president of the Generalitat at the time, Luis Companys, was tortured and executed in October 1940 for the crime of military rebellion. Second restoration. The succession of presidents of the Generalitat was maintained in exile from 1939 to 1977, when Josep Tarradellas returned to Catalonia and was recognized as the legitimate president by the Spanish government. Tarradellas, when he returned to Catalonia, made his often quoted remark, "Ciutadans de Catalunya, ja soc aquí," reassuming the autonomous powers of Catalonia, one of the historic nationalities of present-day Spain. After this, the powers given to the autonomous Catalan government according to the Spanish Constitution of 1978 were transferred and the Statute of Autonomy of Catalonia was passed after being approved both by referendum in Catalonia and by the Spanish Parliament. Current status. Artur Mas, the leader of the Convergence and Union Alliance, has been the president of the autonomous government since mid-December 2010. His party did not obtain an absolute majority in the 2010 election, but is now in government on the basis of occasional pacts with other parties. His election as president was enabled by support of the Socialists Party of Catalonia. José Montilla, leader of the Socialist Party, had been the president of the Generalitat until November 2010. He was backed up by a tripartite coalition of left-wing and main Catalan nationalist political parties. His party actually won fewer seats in Parliament than the main opposition party, Convergence and Union, in the 2006 election, but as he gathered more support from MPs from other parties in the Parliament, he was able to repeat the same coalition government that his predecessor had formed in order to send CIU to the opposition for the first time, after 23 years of Jordi Pujol's government. On the 18th of June 2006, a reformed version was approved of the Statute of Autonomy of Catalonia and went into effect in August. In its inception, the reform was promoted by both the leftist parties in the government and by the main opposition party, which were united in pushing for increased devolution of powers from the Spanish government level, enhanced fiscal autonomy and finances, and explicit recognition of Catalonia's national identity. However, the details of its final redaction were harshly fought and the subject became a controversial issue in the Catalan politics, with the ERC themselves members of the tripartite opposing it. Autonomous system of government. The autonomous government consists of the Executive Council, the President and the Parliament. Some people wrongly apply this name only to the Executive Council. However, Generalitat de Catalunya is the system of Catalan autonomous government as a whole. The region has gradually achieved a greater degree of autonomy since 1979. After Navarra and the Basque Country regions, Catalonia has the greatest level of self-government in Spain. The Generalitat holds exclusive and wide jurisdiction in various matters of culture, environment, communications, transportation, commerce, public safety and local governments. In many aspects relating to education, health and justice, the region shares jurisdiction with the Spanish government. One of the examples of Catalonia's degree of autonomy is its own police force, the Mossos d'Esquadra, which has taken over most of the police functions in Catalonia, which used to be served by the Civil Guard and the Spanish National Police Corps. With few exceptions, most of the justice system is administered by national judicial institutions. The legal system is uniform throughout the Spanish state, with the exception of some parts of civil law, especially family, inheritance, and real estate law, that have traditionally been ruled by so-called foral law. The fields of civil law that are subject to autonomous legislation have been codified in the Civil Code of Catalonia, consisting of 6 books that have successively entered into force since 2003. Another institution stemming from the Catalan autonomy state, but independent from the Generalitat in its check and balance functions, is the Síndic de Greuges, to address problems that may arise between private citizens or organizations and the Generalitat, local governments. International presence. As an autonomous community of Spain, Catalonia is not recognized as a sovereign state by any sovereign state. However, as Catalonia has progressively gained a greater degree of self-government in recent years, the Catalan government has established nearly bilateral relationships with foreign bodies. For the most part, these relationships are with the governments of other powerful subnational entities such as Quebec or California. In addition, like most Spanish autonomous communities, Catalonia has permanent delegations before international organizations, such as the European Union. Altogether, Catalonia has well over 40 representative offices worldwide. Most of these offices are located in major world cities like London, New York City, Los Angeles, Paris, Tokyo and others. Each office has specific duties assigned by the ministry or department agency. Generally, the functions of these are the representation of specific interests of the Government of Catalonia, trade and foreign investment, Catalan culture and language support, tourist promotion and international cooperation. cooperation and activities. There are no specific Catalan political institutions in northern Catalonia, the French Département of Pyrénées Orientales. However, since the 5th of September 2003, there has been a Casa de la Generalitat in Perpignan, which aims to promote the Catalan culture and facilitate exchanges between each side of the Franco-Spanish border. This is the list of the current delegations of the Generalitat of Catalonia abroad: Vienna, Austria; Brussels, Belgium; Paris, France; Berlin, Germany; Rome, Italy; Lisbon, Portugal; London, United Kingdom; Washington, D.C., United States.